Hi, today I'm going to try to extract sulfuric acid from this lead acid battery. Now don't try this at home. I have the safety protocols here. I have my sodium bicarbonate as a neutralizer and even have a jug of water ready just in case if I spilled in my skin. I have my safety glasses on and of course the glove. Okay, and everything is set up. As you can see, I have a funnel and I'm going to put in the filter, and as well as have the glass that will take in the sulfuric acid. So I'm going to be collecting that and use it for experiment, not for consumption, for the experiment. So I'm going to have a chemistry experiment later on. I needed a strong acid coming from this battery. Now this battery is pretty much dead. I tried to repair it with my No-Code Genius 10. I did it 3-4 times. It didn't work. It's still, as you can see, I tried to measure the voltage, and after the repair it's still, well, you can see 1.38 volt. So pretty much dead. Neither I have to recycle this or else I thought, well, wait a minute, there's a lot of acid in here, very strong acid. I can use it for my experiment. Now mind you, there's also lead ions in here, so you got to be very careful. Once you're done with the experiment, you can pour it back to the battery and then make sure you recycle it. Okay, but this is going to be used as a reservoir for the sulfuric acid. Once I'm done, I'm going to pour it back and then of course going to recycle it. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is to open up the lead acid battery to extract the sulfuric acid. Getting careful. Okay, we'll just open one side first. I have this very big eyedropper, or they call it, you can call it a pipette, plastic pipette. So we're going to extract that. Ooh, look at that. There's a lot, okay? Let's see. Very strong. Oof. Okay. First thing I want to do is to put in the filter paper over the funnel, just in case there's solid residue. Because these are old batteries, there most likely be some kind of solid residue that you need to get rid of. Okay, this is a coffee filter paper, and I'm going to put it over the funnel like this. Okay, make sure you cover it. There we go. Looks good. Okay, make sure it's stable, everything's clamped down. So we're ready to go. Put on my gloves. There we go. It's pretty clear actually, you can see here. I think I have to put it closer. We'll transfer, I don't want it to spill. There we go. Be careful not to touch your skin, and gently pour out the sulfuric acid. Remember, once you finish experimenting with these strong acid, you pour it back to the lead acid battery for recycling. Sulfuric acid is very corrosive. Okay, now that's all I can get. I can see the particle in the filter paper, which isolates the sulfuric acid from the particles there, so it was very helpful, the filter. I'm able to get the amount. It's not a lot because I'm just trying to extract the top level of the acid. I might have to pour in more into the actual glass, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the risk of injuring myself. Whatever I can extract from this eye droplet or the pipette, I think that's enough, because again, you don't want to be overzealous trying to extract this. Remember, sulfuric acid is very dangerous, corrosive, and toxic. I think that's about it. Okay, we have a little bit amount, just enough to do the experiment. I would say around 50 mils of sulfuric acid. enough to do experiment for acid-base titration and other kind of experiment. If there's some lead ions in here, we can also be able to create a precipitate with that as well. So a lot of experiment can be done with this sulfuric acid solution in the lead acid battery. Okay, I'll show you later on how to do that. Again, not recommended to do this at home unless you know what you're doing. Safety is always first. Okay, now before I go, keep this lead acid battery container. We're going to use it as reservoir for, once we finish with the acid, we can pour it back into the lead acid battery, and then that can be recycled. Okay, this is already dead battery. There's no way to repair it. I already tried. Don't throw these acid into the sink. It's very dangerous, not good for the environment. Just recycle, put it back to the battery and recycle it. Let the manufacturer company recycle it. All right? All right. Thanks for watching EducateTube.com.